What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an install and review on these two throttle controllers I received from a company named Windbooster. They reached out to me a couple days ago and asked if I'd be so kind as to review these two models for them. So today we have the GT model and we have the IR model. Basically, when you think of throttle controllers, think of your more well-known ones like pedal commanders. Basically what this does is it alters the ratio from how much you press your acceleration to how much throttle you get in response. So for cars that have like a little bit of lag, when you put these on specific modes and change the levels, you're altering the ratio of how much pedal you have to give before the throttle is fully open, if that makes any sense. So they have the GT model and the IR. The IR is their infrared one, which is pretty much worked off motion, so it should have a camera built into it. So let's get these two taken out. I'll show you what they look like, my overall thoughts, and just the build quality of each piece. All right, with it out of the box, this is what it looks like. It has two buttons and a little screen protector. It's packaged really well. And on the back, you have your 3M tape to stick it anywhere on the dash, anywhere you like. Two buttons. You have your mode selector, and this is to actually confirm the mode, and you can toggle in between which level. I believe some of these modes have 9 different settings. So moving this aside, and here is your wiring harness. From what I see, this is going to plug in a little differently than your other ones. The other ones are going to usually plug directly into your OBD2 port, but these plug directly into the acceleration harness right underneath the pedal. So moving on to the IR. Another good thing with this, the GT, I forgot to mention, is this is Bluetooth enabled, so I'm also going to be downloading the app and walking you through how to get that set up. So here's the IR, and as I mentioned before, this does have a little camera in between the IR and logo on the left side. Same similar setup with the two buttons and the 3M adhesive on the back to stick anywhere you want. Moving this aside. All right, underneath the car, don't mind this little strip that's aftermarket. They're gonna be two little clips. You're gonna have to pop this one off right here, and there's one right here. So once you remove that, you'll have access to this pedal. And then when you're pulling this down, be careful because there's a light back here. This light, see if you guys can see it. There's a harness connected to this, so make sure you disconnect that light before you start yanking this stuff down or you will damage it. So with this being removed, now you have access to your pedal back here. Now what you're gonna wanna remove is this cable right here. So I can get on it right there. That's what you're gonna wanna remove. You remove that, and then you plug in the harness, and then you plug the cable into the back of the harness. Pretty much like a plug and play setup. Basically, the red end of the cable attaches to that, which attaches to the box, which attaches to the other end right here. So I'm gonna leave this down for now because I'm gonna install the other one. So it should be all plugged up. I'm gonna turn the car on, and then I'm gonna walk you through the modes. All right, with it plugged in, you can go ahead and turn the car on. This should cut on. So I'm gonna stick this back in. All right, with the car turned on, basically, all right, I'm gonna walk you through the modes. This button here for M actually toggles which mode you want to use. As of now, it sits in normal. You have your Sport, Sport Plus, Race, Drag, Auto, where it learns how you drive, pretty much how these cars already automatically adapt how you drive and adjust your throttle accordingly. You have your Valet and anti-slip. I find it that I might just leave the traction on. I may not actually use that. and you have your Econ. I'm gonna use this a lot because this thing drinks. So anyone who has a 6.4, you know these things drink. So, all right, now that you know how these work, also, let's say I want to drive it in sport. I'll select what number. So the higher the number, the higher the response, meaning in sport, it wouldn't take much throttle for me to fully open it up. So I believe these modes have 9 different modes. Yeah, 9. Then it starts over again. And you have your Sport Plus, which is already set to 9. Then you have your race, drag and auto, and I believe normal and drag don't have modes. They're just already set to whatever they're set to. So I'm gonna put this on Econ, and then I'm gonna put it on race because my car already has a sport mode on it. So I'll let you guys know how that feels. Alright, so as of now, I'm going to try it in race. I'll put it on race 9. 7, 8, 9. So this should give it a lot more throttle with less gas. So going back out. All right, with the car set in race 9. Whoa, this thing, I'm barely tapping it and it's going. Oh man, hold on. Seatbelt on. Yeah, with very, very minimum effort, this thing wants to move. It's a lot more jumpy than it usually is. All right, let's get out here on the street and tear it up. Oh, we got a Mustang right here. Nice. Yeah, this thing is torquey as hell. Like it, very, very minimum effort to get this thing moving. It just sucks that it's a bunch of traffic, so I can't really. Oh, another GT. Yeah, this thing wants to go. Be careful. Oh, that almost didn't end well. Holy shit. This definitely gets an A in my book. This thing, hell yeah. I haven't even tried the other modes yet. Race 9 is legit though. I ain't even gonna flex, but race 9 is nice. You may not need it for, you may not need that mode for, you know, let's say like a 6 or something like that. Race may do it just fine. It all depends on what bells and whistles your car already has. Mine already has performance pages, so I'm not sure if that plays a part in me having to use a higher mode, but as it stands, like race mode level 9 is on the money. I just wish that these cars would get the hell out of my way. Maybe y'all get a pedal commander and do like a comparison video or something. Let me know if you guys would want to see something like that. That thing is nice. Get some pop for it.
Is that your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What is it? I can't read it. You need to put it lower.
Lower?
Yeah.
It's Romeo_22.
Romeo.
Yeah. You got, where you guys from? You guys pulling over anytime soon? I'll chop it up with you guys. You guys are pulling over.
We're going to do an oil change right now.
Where at?
Madison Tire.
I'll follow you.
Romeo_22.
_22.
She says she thinks she had you added on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
all the time.
I think so. A couple months ago.
Is your name Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting. As I was doing a review for this throttle controller, I ran into two people who attend a lot of car shows and stuff, so they had some pretty sick GTs back there. So, but yeah, back onto the review. All right, we have made it back. Now I'm going to test out the IR model. I may not do a drive around with that one because from what I'm understanding, it's the same piece, just minus the features as in the infrared and the Bluetooth capability. All right, so with this plugged up, the car is now running. So once again, it's the same setup basically as the GT model minus the Bluetooth feature. Basically with this one, you're supposed to be able to take your finger and just glide it across, and the modes should change. Having some difficulty with it though, but buttons work just fine. There's your sport, and it's sitting at about 70%, so this would be equivalent to maybe like Sport 7, but you do get to choose the level, like the percentage for this specific mode itself. And you have your race, your auto, your econ. This one doesn't have the anti-slip, so they are lacking some modes in there. I don't see a drag mode in this one either, but it's not letting me control the actual the IR is not working for me. Okay, but other than that, this does seem to go through the modes, and I'm able to choose what percentage I want the response for the throttle to open. Alright, now for the last remaining part of this installation, I'm going to show you how to utilize the actual app for the GT version. Mind you, this only works for the Bluetooth enabled ones. So what you're going to need is the box, or if you still have access to the harness underneath the car, you're going to need to scan that barcode. So there used to be a system where you had to translate everything over in the settings from Chinese to English, but they have this out now. So what you're gonna have to do is type in the last four of that, or you can scan the barcode manually. So let me see if this works. Got the barcode, so we're gonna hit next. And that's my one at the top. So now it is connecting Bluetooth. So as of right now, the box, it says normal. So let's see if I change it to race. Is it going to, it says race number 9. Let me check my box. It says race number 9. So there you have it. It is set up. We're gonna try Eco now, just so you guys see the wheel will move there. As of now, it's on Eco 9. Let's go ahead and change that to Eco number 1. So Eco 1, we look down, Eco 1. So we are all set. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you still want me to do that comparison video between the competitor models and this one, let me know. And I was able to get the IR working, so it's just really sensitive, and you kind of have to place your finger in a certain spot and not touch the actual lens itself. It's really tricky, but I was able to scroll through the modes. But I will recommend the GT over it as of right now, just because the Bluetooth enable, compatibility. So like I said, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Until next time.